Experiment 303 was the 303rd genetic experiment created by Jumbo with Hamster's funding. He was designed to wipe people's memories. 303 and the other first 624 experiments were deactivated and smuggled to Earth by Jumbo during his mission to capture Experiment 626. All the experiment pods were released and scattered across the island of Hawaii. Lilo and Stitch the series. 303's pod was used as a ping pong ball by Keone and another player until it got whacked off the table and into a little boy's bucket of sand. Thinking the pod was a marvel, the boy put it on top of his sandcastle. A small wave then splashed over the castle, activating 303, which caused the boy to flee the beach in terror. 303 then proceeded to erase people's memories, including a married couple whose wife clashed with her husband after losing her memory. Meanwhile, Lilo and Stitch handed out homemade invitations to the former's birthday party. Gantu later tracked 303 down but found it quite difficult to subdue the latter while he was airborne, as he managed to successfully evade all of Gantu's plasma blasts. Grabbing a butterfly net, Stitch climbed a telephone pole to try to nab 303 as the latter perched on a power line. But he was instead captured in a containment orb by Gantu. Lilo, Stitch, and Gantu were soon fighting over the captive experiment, which ended with 303 wiping all three of their memories, leaving the trio dazed. Plagued with amnesia, Lilo and Gantu decided to team up and figure out what to do with the captured experiment. Stitch, however, reverted to his original programming, while Lilo and Gantu assumed he was an escaped convict. With their memories erased, Lilo and Gantu, dubbed Martha and Lenny, went after Stitch and also did recreational activities together at some point. They later ran into Jumbo and Pleakley, where 303 wiped both of their memories, but not before they explained to Lilo, Stitch, and Gantu exactly who was on whose team. Lilo and Stitch then decided to team up to get their memories back. Gantu wanted to come along too, but Lilo was unsure of him after learning that he was actually an evil experiment hunter. After Lilo and Stitch discovered how to reverse 303's effects, a dismayed Gantu set the experiment free. Lilo grew devastated, even though Gantu stated that he didn't want his memory back. Luckily, Stitch was able to use his binocular vision to locate 303, and the trio chased him into a factory. Despite Gantu's protest, Lilo undid 303's effects by shouting out Ohana. Although everyone got their memories back, Gantu managed to recapture 303 after a long pursuit and take off with him. 303, named Amnesio, was successfully sent to an impatient Hamsterville, where the former ended up erasing Hamsterville's memory. Gantu misleadingly described him as a dangerous criminal named Doofus, who had been captured by police officer Ace Jackson while admiring a pottery jar that read "World's Greatest Cop," which Lilo had made Gantu sometime earlier. Whoops. In Whoops, Amnesio was sent back to Gantu after Experiment 600 caused mischief and nearly blew Hamster's cover to the prison guards. Snafu. Amnesio reappeared in Snafu and was freed along with Gantu's other captive experiments by Lilo, Stitch, and several other experiments in a rescue mission. Leroy and Stitch the movie. In the film's opening, Amnesio can be seen waving hello to Lilo along with Snooty and Babyfire. Later, the first 624 experiments, including Amnesio, were rounded up by Leroy and taken to a stadium to be destroyed. However, Lilo, Stitch, Jumbo, Pleakley, Reuben, and Gantu arrived before the experiments could be destroyed. Amnesio participated in the following battle between the experiments and the Leroy cones by erasing Leroy's memories. However, the Leroys soon gained the upper hand in the battle, but were defeated when Lilo, Stitch, Reuben, and several other experiments performed the song Aloha Oe, which caused the Leroy army to shut down due to a failsafe mechanism. Special abilities. Amnesio can produce a red laser vision from his eyes that erases the memories of anyone hit in the eyes. Weaknesses. If Amnesio hears the password Ohana, the memories of all his victims will be restored.
I've never heard of that.
Trivia. Amnesio's name is a pun on the word amnesia, which refers to memory loss. Amnesia is one of the few known experiments whose power Stitch is not immune to. Amnesio is not referred to by his new name at any point in his debut, but his name officially appears on the experiment list in Leroy and Stitch. In his debut, when Amnesio flies around in several instances, the song Flight of the Bumblebee is heard playing. The password which reverses Amnesio's mind-erasing effects is Ohana, a Hawaiian word that Jumba did not know of until well after Amnesio's creation. Amnesio is the first experiment to be caught by Gantu on screen. Amnesio's pod color is yellow. The experiment pod container describes Amnesio as Experiment 303, primary function, erases memories. Amnesio is one of the few experiments to not have his one true place revealed. Amnesio's head appears in the online game Jumba's Lab. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like and subscribe to the channel for more Lilo and Stitch videos. Leave a comment down in the comment section with who's your favorite experiment and who would you like to see us do next. Until next time, aloha!